Hello and welcome back. In today's video I have a quick update on some Bannerlord news that has been circulating over the past few days that I will quickly discuss in this video because I don't have a lot of time today. So the first thing I want to talk about is something that was taken from last week's blog. Now I didn't actually notice this when reading it, but my friend pointed it out to me on Steam. So the question read, in order to remind you, will multiplayer be linked with Steam for inviting friends? The question was answered. We will have full Steam integration, so you'll easily be able to join friends' games or invite them to your party. Now the last bit of that sentence is the most important. Now he noticed this, or invite them to your party part of the sentence, and he said, could that party be a campaign or a group of soldiers? And he also said that he's not a theorist or anything, but that could be something to do with co-op. Because if you think about it, where else would you have your friends being invited to your party? Unless it was something like the squad system that you see in Battlefield or games like Heroes and Generals and CSGO. But it's just the fact that he said you'll be able to join your friends' games or invite them to your party. Now your party could be something to do with co-op, because obviously in single player your character moving around it's called your party. Now that is very interesting and a very well spotted by Cheetah there. So I'll link his Steam down below, and if you want to congratulate him, add him on Steam. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about was something that I wasn't sure which is new information or not, but there was a video circulating which was kind of not really talked about much. Now, at the end of this video, the head developer, Armaganyavuz or something like that, I don't speak Turkish, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, he actually said that they are definitely thinking about early access. Now that is very interesting because I don't think we've actually had a developer say that they're interested in having an early access or having that confirmed in any way. I may be mistaken, so don't hate me in the comments if this has been confirmed in another interview, but I'll link the interview down below and you can have a look at it. But yeah, it's basically saying that they're definitely considering early access, and I do think that it's something that Bannerlord could integrate, but after being in development for so long, I'm not really sure if it would be a good idea. But if it meant that we got to play Bannerlord early, I'd be very happy. Now lastly, in this quick little Bannerlord update, I just wanted to mention a few things that were discovered recently about modding. Now some of them you may have heard of before, some of them you may not have heard of before, and I'm just going to go through them. It's taken from an interview that my friend Slovak found, and we're just going to quickly discuss a few of the things. Now again, you might have read some of these before, but I'll read them out regardless. So the first thing I wanted to say is that Tailwards will have a developer directly working with the community to support modding. Now that is brilliant, because whenever someone who mods hits a problem, they usually go on the forums and there's like moderators and stuff that will help them out, or they'll figure it out themselves. But actually having a dedicated Tailwards developer who's actually been working on the game, helping out with the modding scene, is brilliant, and we could see some absolutely brilliant mods come out of this game. Honestly, Tailwards seem to be supporting that emphatically, and I think that's absolutely brilliant. Another interesting thing is that the game will definitely support multiple mods at the same time, which I think is brilliant, because it'll probably be to do with the minor mods, like stacking big complete overhaul mods on top of each other probably will break the game, but the little mods that add little things, like, I don't know, changing a few textures, you could add a bunch of different texture mods as long as they're not editing the same thing. But yeah, that would be really cool to have. Another thing I read is that AI is actually able to be customized somewhat by changing the aggressiveness, the maximum speed, etc., which means that you can alter an army's speed, you can alter an army's like strength by reducing the hit points and stuff like that, or individual units. That is pretty cool. Something that I read that was really interesting is that minimaps are able to be incorporated into the game through mods. It won't be in the native game, I imagine. And they may be able to give a visual representation on the minimap of unit locations, terrain details, and they may even have an AI strategy, kind of what the AI are doing on your team. So they'll have all the strategy where they're going to be. A little bit when you hold space down in Total War, that's what I'm kind of thinking, when where your troops are actually moving to the location of that, which I think is quite cool. One thing I did find disappointing is that the level editors will not support multi-user working. Now that would have been a brilliant feature, but very hard to implement. Because basically what this is when you're making a map or you're designing some terrain or something, you can't have two people looking at the same thing at the same time. That would be really, really awesome to have, and it would mean mods that would be done a lot quicker because a lot of people could all work on it at the same time, which I think is brilliant, but, you know, you can't have everything in Bannerlord. The last 2 points is that the crafting system only works for melee weapons, armor, shields, bows and crossbows, can't actually be crafted, and also, to round this all off, this quick little update, you can actually add 4K textures to the game. Anyway guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Just a quick little update from me, just to kind of show that I'm still looking at Bannerlord, I'm still interested in Bannerlord, and yeah, thank you to Slovak for helping me out with this video. I've got to go now, so I hope you guys have an absolutely brilliant day, and I will see you in the next battle. Also, there's some Hearts of Iron 4 content coming soon with my friends, so yeah, look forward to that.
Sing the song for a broken hearted.